AI can help you with many everyday tasks. It can help with laundry, organizing your schedule, planning your next vacation, grocery prep, all of that. It can also help with your investments. So hear me out. Okay, to try it out, we asked ChatGPT to pick out the 10 best Canadian dividend income stocks, and it came back with a list for us, including companies like Enbridge, Bank of Nova Scotia, TC Energy Corporation. Just a side note, we're not endorsing any of these, but this is what ChatGPT told us they were. So is this the future of investing your money in Canada? To help answer some of your questions about AI and investing, Robin Thompson, our finance expert, is here with us this morning. I love this topic. It's just fascinating what AI and the capabilities it can have at this point.
Yeah, and when you think about stocks, presumably we all know that stocks, they go up and they go down. But what you said right off the top here, it's about understanding what is the capability of AI as it relates to stocks. Can you imagine if we had a tool that would be able to tell us the market's going to go this way today or it's going to go this way tomorrow? We would be very wealthy people if we had the opportunity to understand which direction the stock market is going to go in.
Is that the direction this is going in, do you think? I mean, that's tough.
Yeah, so when we take a look at AI, we have to know that AI right now, it's been around for quite some time when it comes to personal finance. So we're seeing it in, in different places like within your bank. You have different financial aggregators that help you with your budget. They help you with sort of cash flow management. We've seen it in insurance claims where they can actually scan images and help with processing. But we're starting to see this really emerging trend come into the investment side. And usually, that has been human-centric advice, which means human have looked at all of this data, they've been able to do the risk tolerance, they've made the assessments, and then they make the investment recommendations. Now that is starting to change as we start to see more of this emerging technology come in with AI.
So what are we going to see, do you think?
Well, one of the things that we see is that it can seem like stock picking now is very easy. All you have to do is just ask ChatGPT, or ask a chat box, what are the top 10 stocks? What are the top 10 growth stocks? And that information is going to come into you. So it's going to cut down the information that you need to, essentially the time to do all the research to be able to make those specific decisions.
So these are the benefits.
Yeah, the benefits. So you need to make sure that when you're looking at it, you understand all of the information that's coming into you. And then from there, you have to start to analyze it and start to look at, does this information make any sense to me? And from there, you can start to create conversations like, will this create a diversified portfolio for me? What kind of portfolio will this do, and how does it fit within my risk tolerance? So then you can make informed decisions based on what you've been able to identify through the analysis.
I was talking to Dan Riskin about this too, about the use of how he uses AI. And one of the things we were discussing was the fact that it's great for a starting point, but there's still some human interaction with the information that is provided.
Yeah, I mean, AI is not going to give you human judgment. It's not going to be to tell you, this is how you feel about your money. This is how you wake up in the morning. This is how you go to sleep. This is how you perceive risk when it comes to your money. So you always need to understand the why behind your money moves and why you're making those specific decisions. Because you're going to have to, at the end of the day, Lindsey, make those tough decisions. They're still your decisions to make. And you have to decide around the parameters of which you are actually asking the chat bots or ChatGPT to be able to come back and say, this is the information that we're looking at. What are the parameters, and then how do we make sure that, that there's some accountability taking in place here?
And speaking of accountability, we have to be cautious, and here are some of the sort of tidbits that you're able to give us about how we should be cautious, right?
Yeah, so when you take a look at AI, there's no accountability with AI. I mean, if it gets your financial plan wrong, there's no one to go back to.
Oh, good point.
Right? Because it is not responsible. It is going to give you this collection of data. You are then going to use the data to be able to make these decisions by yourself, but it's not responsible. And if you can imagine, if it makes a mistake or there's a small error, it could have a huge difference to your financial well-being, a huge difference to your financial plans over longer periods of time. And also, it's important to remember that AI is combing through data, combing through information on the internet, and it may not be able to keep up with real-time data. So real-time events, natural disaster, any sort of geopolitical concerns that may be happening. What are the different regulatory environments that we're in? So it's really about understanding what is AI doing for your finances. It is a transformational tool to give you the information you need, but it is not an end-all and be-all.
So you can start to dissect. Robin Thompson, always good to see you. Thanks so much.
Great to see you. Thanks for having me.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you liked this, be sure to subscribe here, or you can check out more Your Morning videos right here.